How's it going, guys? Today I wanted to talk about the Marvel's Avengers gameplay that was actually leaked from the Comic-Con 2019 that very recently is happening and currently happening. So there was a brand new footage taken. It's actually been an identical gameplay that they have showcased at the E3, but now they're showing it again at the Comic-Con. But this time around, now, since the recording has been done on the mobile phone, obviously it's not going to be very good quality. Number one thing as well I want to mention, I completely forgot, I cannot show you or share any footages from the gameplay. It is leaked and will most likely will be taken down. So currently at this moment you will need to locate it for yourself and try to locate it, because I can't even leave down links below in the description either. Now, since the leak has already been in fruition, it's been happening, we got a chance of seeing a lot more clear and a lot more better quality Thor gameplay, and Iron Man as well. A little bit of Hulk, but not so much. Actually, there was none of the Black Widow gameplay. Now, Thor it looks so much similar to the God of War gameplay style as well. Like, it looks very brutal and heavy sort of attacks that he has. But also, it's extremely uninspiring, as well as just that when he ever does these attacks, it looks very flashy. It's also too damn cartoony. Now, I'm not talking about the realism in this game, obviously there isn't. Now, the real deal about this that kills any interesting factors from this game, that it's just there isn't much of the innovation, if that makes any sense. All the things that you would have seen in this gameplay, of this leaked gameplay, everything was done even better though. So here's the fault in this game already that it's been coming in front and that everybody is concerned about. What is this game? A single player, multiplayer, live service as a gameplay? What the fuck is it? And obviously we already have a couple of those answers. Not up to the degree or style that everybody really wants it to be. Now, I wanted to mention that this is going to be live as a service game, unfortunately, and I really don't like that aspect of this game at all. Now, since after watching the gameplay for myself properly with the much better camera that was showcased of the gameplay, I'm not. This looks awful. It looks really bad. It looks very unpolished as fuck as well. Now, I can definitely tell you this much, it does not look like a sort of a Marvel Avengers game that anybody would really want. Now, some people may like this, maybe some not so much. Personally, for me, this is not a type of game for me, especially. Now, since when as well, Thor as himself, he basically, you can wield his hammer, you can fly, all that good stuff. You can use your own hands and be brutal as as ever before, as of course, but you are Thor. And so basically you throw the hammer, you can recall it back as well. And seemingly, as it seems like there were no loading screens, thankfully, or black bars or anything like that. Into fruition, we go into the perspective of Iron Man. We get to see an opportunity as well, how he flies. Does not look too... no, it doesn't. It looks a lot more dimmed down compared to the Anthem. It really does. It does not look like... It's just... Okay. This is extremely scripted and linear sort of the gameplay you can expect. Do not take this as some, oh my god, there's a varieties of way of taking down or dealing any of those enemies. This game sort of looks like more of a 30 to 40 bucks aspect of the gameplay, and that we got a chance to see. Now, god damn it, I have to mention this. I know some idiots out there will be saying like, wait, you're gonna making your own initial thoughts and saying that there was even no public gameplay reveal, but you're initially making your review or less, you're putting in your opinion from a leak, as an example. I'm just talking about what I saw. I'm not saying this is gonna be a completely garbage game. What I'm saying is that this game does not look good. It does not look inspiring. It simply looks like it's out there just for the fuck of it, because this is just the name or the title, so people will buy it anyway, regardless. Oh yes, I want to mention, so we got a couple of the ultimate abilities to see as well how Iron Man and Thor as well wielding. Basically, Thor, as I noticed, might be getting more buffed up with the lightning attacks and stuff. Iron Man using his laser blaster from his chest. Now he's making all the very powerful attacks. Some sort of... Don't Avengers not kill? I'm pretty sure they don't kill, right? That's kind of weird, because he just pretty much literally annihilated a couple of people. Literally, with the chest light beam, or whatever it's called. But anyway, So obviously when looking through the gameplay, and oh, actually no, I was wrong. This seems like there might be some kind of a cut of the black screen. It's not black screen, they kind of showed it as white screen instead. Basically we're going to a different perspective as we are seeing Black Widow and Hulk himself, basically, well, Bruce, more or less, and that he's about to jump off the plane, and you know, all this is there at the E3 as well. It's identical gameplay, like I said already. So we got an opportunity to see how Hulk does these sort of combats, right? He becomes Hulk, he takes a couple of these fellas, and he just pretty much started bashing them and mashing them. Obviously, they're all dead. No way, no fucking way they're alive after that. Hulk, we're talking about, come on. But anyway, it does not look like any good of a sort of game that everybody will be expecting up to the tier of Spider-Man. No. This is not even close to it. I don't actually know how we will be able to expect this to be something like a love of a service game as well, so far that we have seen anyway. Like, is there NPCs that will have to fight off or something? It doesn't seem like so, perhaps, because like I can see that the Avengers have been deemed down compared to the overpowered abilities as such. Like basically the way you are pretty much using your water guns, so to say, on the enemies doesn't feel very impactful. You're just bashing and smashing. There's no necessity of the sort of like you know, Dark Souls or God of War, right? You had to be very concisive and very precisive. For example, when the enemy hits you, then obviously you lose a bit of your health. He keeps on hitting you, you need to be, you know, dodging and evading from the attacks. Now, even though God of War, Kratos, he's like a god, and he still had to make sure that he did not get too hit often, if that makes sense. But yes, but in here, it's more of a smash and, you know, just run through enemies, keep smashing the button, that's it, you're done with the play, with the play style. Now, some people might agree to say like Spider-Man was no different. No, you're completely wrong. Spider-Man is quite damn difficult if you play on the most hardest difficulty, but still there is a questionable thing. I don't know. This doesn't look very good at all, it looks awful. So basically the gameplay we've gotten to see was extremely scripted, and basically there was no varieties of ways that you could have actually made of differences and such. Basically it's a game that will be worth up to, I don't know, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks maximum, I would even say. This is not a full price game, so far that I have seen. Well, obviously, they will be including the online component of the co-op play anyway, and since then we will be able to as well play together with other people, and of course against the NPCs, presumably. Still, this does not look like a game that I personally would enjoy. Maybe I should say like wait and see sort of aspect and see how it will all perform and how this will all turn out to be. At the end of the day, we are still very far away from the initial launch from this game, May 2020. Well, thankfully there's still plenty of time till then, but as a core element of what it tries to be, it's all there, it's not gonna change much. All is gonna be improved upon is such as the frames per second, and the polish, of course, and some other tidbits of stuff as well. But the core elements, right, the foundation is there, it's done, it's not going to be changed at all. And this is what you will be expecting. This is not going to be up to the tier of Spider-Man PlayStation 4. Don't expect it to be. So you don't be too disappointed when the game does launch. I guarantee that much. I will be saying exact identical things, maybe not identical, but I will rephrase myself as well and see if I was wrong or right as closer we get to the launch of this game, and see how reviews will be picking up on it and saying if it's good or if it's bad, was it disappointing, was it even a phenomenal success. And obviously we shall see if I was right or wrong. So far, I think I'm right. But this still is my opinion, I'm thinking about it. What I've saw from the gameplay, from the leaked gameplay mind you, not that many people would get an opportunity, so everybody will be extremely biased to this game because Avengers. Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, that's. I think I'm done for today. Quite disappointed about the gameplay, and I don't know. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys all later, and yeah, as always, have a good one.
That's not how this story ends.
Yes, it did. Yes, it does.